Alright, good afternoon. Welcome to Nature Coast Outdoors. I'm Garrett. Today is a hot one here in Florida. It is 99 degrees right now, so I'm going to try to make this quick. But I got some exciting stuff. My new YOLOtek Powerstick, the short one. What is it, 20 inch I believe? Doesn't say. Pretty sure it's 20 inch. I'm going to mount that up on the bow. I've had this one for a while, ever since I had my boat, which is nice. So on boats you can just plug them right into your navigation sockets. But with these, for the kayaks, you can either mount your own somehow or just buy theirs, which is nice solid mount. I love these mounts. So I'm gonna hardwire it in and get this thing figured out where I'm gonna put it and go from there. So stay tuned. As you see with the 53 inch, how it can be adjusted. This is just one height, but it'll be perfect for up on the bow. I normally have that Yak boomstick up here, but it just, it's not bad, but it gets in my way and it wobbles way too much for me, especially if you have any extra weight up on the end of it with a power pack or something like that. It just doesn't function the way I'd like it to. I think it's nice. Comes ready to go over it onto a track. Fits on these tracks perfectly. You don't need any extra mounts. So I'm going to try putting it on the captain's bar here. Somewhere up in here. Probably move that Yak box or something. But if that's too close, I'll probably put a track somewhere up here on the bow and wire it up here. Alright, so for any of you that are not familiar with any of the YOLOtek stuff, these power sticks all come with 3 different connectors for your navigation ports. 2 threaded, one that's just a solid unthreaded clip. To take the others off, you just remove this screw, leave on whichever one you like. Then we got 2 USB ports here, USB-A. Top one will run your camera, the bottom one will charge. And of course your adjustment. That's it, and then you can get the silicone you put around your USB so any water splash or rain doesn't get in there and ruin anything. So, but I absolutely love these things. They will let you record all day long as you got room on your SD card. You can record versus having any of the power packs, anything like that. That's gonna be anywhere from 4 to, I guess some of them are 10-hour now, but mostly 4 to 6 hours. And I have mine run right off my 2 batteries that I have up front. I got those 2, whatever, the 20 amp hour 12 volt batteries, and then I got my trolling motor batteries back here, which are strictly just for the trolling motor. Everything else up here for the batteries is for all the accessories. But I'm going to go ahead and get this thing mounted up, and we'll go from there and see how it looks. And the nice thing about these captain's bars is that slot right there, instead of like a lot of these other tracks on the Native, you have to remove everything to be able to slide from the end, and that just sucks. I wish they had the openings on all those. There we go. And that, there we go. One thing I love about all the YOLOtek stuff comes with these extra large screw handles for putting on all your cameras. That way it sticks out farther from the camera, you can get a better hold on it. But I'm gonna mount my Max 2 up here. I love those magnetic holders, that's awesome. And you get some more of them. Mount that up there, I'll climb up in the kayak and see what it's like. Yeah, that might work. That boomstick was always in the way. Right here where the fishing rod is. It made it harder to cast, even when I was standing. But at least now, I can get here and I can do skip casts over into mangroves like this. So I think I might like that. I'm not sure. I'm gonna try mounting it up forward a little bit. If I got an extra track I can put out. I'm gonna see if that works. Well, apparently I lost the hardware that goes with the track, and these screws right here will not fit in there. So probably just gonna have to leave it where it is for now until I can find the hardware for that. I was gonna put the track right there and mount that thing up a little further, be a little more out of the way. The only problem is I wouldn't be able to open the hatch out on the water without removing the camera. So I'll have to rethink that. Well, as you can see, skies are darkening up over there. Thunder's rumbling. So I'm going to see if I can hurry up and get this taken care of. I got one of these grid locks I'm going to put in. I think, not sure if I'm going to mount it on the hatch itself or go in through the hull somewhere. I'm just not crazy about putting a bunch of extra holes in the hull. Just realized that was my XL kit for the grid lock. I got the regular size here that I'm going to use instead. That's much better. This size. The XL is for doing large wires like the trolling motor. This is for your everyday electronics, your fish finders and whatnot. Proper size holes. I'm going to put these back, grab some clippers, get this all wired together. Well, let's see. This is my last Yak Power switch system that I burnt out. Since that's the new Yak Power up there, I'm going to go ahead and just clip this. And then use these wires to go from there to there. That'll be the best thing to do. Well, apparently it's too hot for the camera to work. It's been constantly shutting off and the storm's about to hit here. So I think I'm gonna put a hold on this for right now and come back and finish later.
A few moments later.
Well, I made a bonehead mistake. I went and crimped those before getting my holes up here and putting the wires through. So now I'm going to cut those and redo this. That was stupid. I want to go with the third smallest there. Well, dumb. So now before I do that, make sure I get these through there. That's all I had to do. Hey. Alright. Go ahead and re-crimp these and drill that hole and pretty much be done. Actually, I'm not going to crimp those just yet. I'm getting ahead of myself again. I'm going to want to get some good thunder. Thought I had another drill bit. Where'd it go? Easy. That was a perfect size hole. Good. Absolutely perfect. There, getting that in place right there. I'm just going to drill a couple pilot holes and get that screwed in there. It is thundering pretty darn good now. There we go. That's gonna be perfect. You can always put a little bit of silicone on the back side there and keep any water from getting in there, but I'm not too worried about that. Well, the storm might just miss us. And plug this one into the number 3. Gotta get some grease on these connectors though. There's that. Plug these in. Watch for the green light. Turn that on. Hit number 3. There we go. We got a green light. We got power. Alright, I'm gonna go grab a little cord. Plug this thing in. Alright, got a little cord here. Plug it into this top one. Hopefully it has enough power to run it. I'm gonna take the battery out because that runs so hot. Alright, we'll see if this works. Okay, noticed that it was too hot. And it's still working, that's good. Sometimes it depends on all the cords too, on what you use. It won't be enough to power your cameras without the batteries, especially if you're running a higher mode and getting up there 5K and higher, they struggle to work then. I'll take that pole out of there, get just the one connector on. Then what you're going to want to do is put silicone around the edges there, of course silicone up to the cameras, and then with these 360s you want to tape those wires. I would anyway, just because you don't want to get anything caught on them when you're fishing. That'll get some grease on the connectors, probably get some silicone behind that. The only thing is you're going to have to unplug it to open the hatch. But at least then you're not drilling any extra holes in the hull. I'd much rather replace a hatch if I need to. There's the Yak Power. I think I have everything but the anchor hooked up now. Cool. Alright folks, that's it for this video. If you liked it, learned something from it, please give me a like, thumbs up there, and subscribe if you would. I'm gonna probably get inside and wait for the storm to pass, and then probably get out here and get started on my next project, which is hooking up my electric village pump. So that'll be great to have. So alright, that's it folks. Thanks for watching. And I'm finishing that one up just in time. It's just starting to rain right now, and thunder is getting loud and a little closer. So I better get my butt inside so I don't get struck by lightning. Yep, here it comes. Make sure I didn't leave anything out here. All good.